Let's note some things here. This sin of criticizing, complaining, condemning all the time proceeds from proud hearts. Proud hearts. Thomas Manton, the Puritan, who has a series of messages on the book of James, says, proud nature thinks itself somebody when it can get into a chair of arrogance and cast out censures or criticisms according to its own will and pleasure, as if God has advanced us into some higher rank and sphere, and all the world hath been made to be our scholars. Proud nature thinks itself to be somebody when it does that. It's pride. It's pride that makes us think we can throw criticisms in every direction. Pride that makes us think we know better and are better and live better than others. Pride and self-love and self-importance that makes us want to be preeminent. And the best of God's people can be affected by that kind of pride. See how James includes himself in this? Look at verse 1 and 2. My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. He includes himself in this matter. He knows there's a tendency here. And the subject of the pride of life, or the sin of the pride of life, is not something that a select few Christians wrestle with. It is something every Christian wrestles with. Pride in the heart. Pride in our heart. Self-love, self-importance. Every one of us struggles with that. Therefore, we must look to the Lord for grace to overcome that particular sin. This is a sin that's often driven by wrong motives. The sin of constantly, unjustly, unfairly criticizing, condemning. It's often driven by wrong motives. In Galatians 6 verse 1, Paul says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. And one of the key words in that phrase is the word restore. If a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one. It means to repair or to mend. And it's to be done in a spirit of meekness, Paul tells us. I remember many years ago listening to Dr. Paisley. It may have been in a week of prayer. And he said, we are talking to ministers. He said, we are to mend the saints, not rend the saints. It is so easy. It is so easy to tear down and to pull down and to unjustly and unfairly and undeservedly criticize and condemn and censure others with little or no thought of trying to restore that person, trying to help them, trying to minister to them, trying to recover them from whatever situation they have fallen into. Thomas Manton, that Puritan, said, censures are full of passion, but Christian reproofs are to be full of compassion.